Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for today's plan with me. Apologies if today I sound a bit stuffy. It's just that time of the year. I think I'm going to be having like cold-like symptoms on and off for the next 3 to 4 months probably, so apologies if that is quite annoying. Hopefully it will kind of ease as the voiceover goes on. I don't know, but it is annoying me, so I've no doubt that it is also annoying to listen to for you guys, so apologies if that is a bit annoying. This week I'm using a kit from Paper Muse Crafts called Everly. I miss this shop so much. It's another shop that had just exceptional quality in sticker kits. Everything was really feminine and stylish, and I just love the format of these kits. This was a shop that I didn't discover until very soon before they closed, actually, so I didn't really shop from them a whole lot. But this was purchased from someone who was getting rid of a lot of their sticker kits. So yeah, it was so nice to be able to use one of their kits again, and I love the colours in this kit. They're very autumnal, but they're very sort of soft, pastel, dusty colours, and you know, I'm an absolute sucker for a sage green, so I of course naturally absolutely love the colours in this kit. I forgot to mention in my last plan with me, you'll see it on Monday when I'm planning it, but I applied for one of the PR roles for Miss and Meow, and my application was accepted on the Monday of this week that I'm planning, and I'm so thrilled. I've never done PR before. I've never had a shop code before, anything like that, and this is just so exciting for me. I have been using Miss and Meow for probably, I want to say 5 or 6 years, because it was pre-COVID, or maybe right at the start of COVID. But anyway, sorry, my tummy is grumbling. Sorry if you can hear that at any point. It's speaking loud and clear today. But I've always thought, whenever the people particularly that I've linked in my description box every week, they would have like massive lists of all the PR codes they have with different shops, and I can just remember thinking that just seems crazy to me. It just seemed like so much hard work to have all of these shops. You know, you have to share their new releases, and it's quite a lot to kind of keep on top of, and obviously share any of the stuff that you use from their shop. And I don't know how they kept on top of all of that, and it's never appealed to me. Joining a PR role for a shop has never been of interest to me, but and I will always say I love shops like Sadies Stickers, Pretty Pink Co, Paper Trail Plans. I love all of these shops, but it's just, it just has never crossed my mind to join a PR team, because I always thought, well, what would they want from my following when you have people that have thousands of followers, and second of all, would I be able to meet their needs in that regard? Because I don't post constantly on social media. I'm not on Instagram all the time. I post once a week. I post a little bit more frequently to my stories, and then I post my YouTube video ideally once a week. But when this application came up, I spoke to my husband about it, and obviously I have my monthly sticker budget, and we talked about the cost of shipping over here from the States and stuff. But he said, just have a go. You purchase from this shop all the time. You really enjoy their products, and I've always rated Regina in terms of the quality of the stuff she puts out from her shop as very highly, and I just thought, I'll just have a go. I absolutely adore Miss Meow, and it just feels right. It feels genuine. It feels an authentic shop to be supporting in this way. So I really hope, it's only for a 3-month period. I really hope that that Regina is happy with my contributions to the PR side of her shop now. And it's so lovely to feel like I'm able to contribute and support a shop in a slightly more official or professional manner, even if it's just for a short term, even if it doesn't go on for longer than that. It's just I am absolutely thrilled. My code with her shop is Lydia15. I've popped it in the description below, and I've also popped a link to her website below. A lot of the icons I use are from Miss Meow. Obviously, she's completely revamped her shop now that she's being fulfilled by Sadie Stickers. So unfortunately, the icons aren't there, I believe, and the foiled bits and pieces like the dividers she had and stuff aren't available anymore. But hopefully, as time goes on, she'll kind of rebuild a catalogue. That's the word I was looking for. I was going to say stock catalogue of those kind of things, but we just have to wait and see. I have placed my first PR order from her shop, and that is for, I can't remember what it was called now, something soiree. It's Christmas soiree or winter soiree, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see it. I'm so excited to use it. It's just, again, really classy. And I love the colour scheme, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what her New Year releases will be this year, because the one last year I absolutely loved. I nearly bought it twice, but I really don't want to get into the habit of buying kits twice, because in my mind, when does that end? You know, I could end up buying 5, because what if I want to use them for 5 years in a row? So yeah, but that's really exciting. And if her shop is one that is of interest to you, feel free to use that code when you're making any purchases. So sorry, that took up more time than I expected, but I'm just so excited. Sorry, my stomach's gargling again. I'm just so excited and thrilled to be part of the PR team for her shop. So in terms of the base of the spread this week, I have just used the kit for pretty much all of it, apart from I've used my Miss Meow Dainty Dot dividers in the sidebar and to kind of cap off the full boxes throughout the week. And I've used a Panda Bird Design Gathered Layers oval in the November date section, and then that's a really old Sadie Sticker script in the corner. Panda Bird Design is another shop that I absolutely adore. It's really difficult because every time you sort of name 5 shops, you realise how many shops there are that you love, because it's like, oh my gosh, I missed that one off the list. But Jess, again, is another wonderful shop owner. I love the stickers from Panda Bird Design. They're very unique. She's got a very unique catalogue, I guess, again, is the right word, or unique style to her stickers. Yeah, it's not kind of stuff that you can buy at lots of other sticker shops. I absolutely adore Panda Bird Design as well. But that's where that sticker is from. I wish she would do a re-release of just the original Gathered Layers collection, because I need to stock up on everything. I need to stock up on all of the circles, all of the squares, in all of the kind of doily style. I need them all. So I keep buying the sampler sheets because they kind of have the edges and the corners, but I just want the plain boxes again on premium matte paper, so I can keep everything crossed. Oh, there we go, I'm using one now. This is one of hers from the original Gathered Layers collection. I desperately want those again in the basic shapes. But yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked there. So I've used that in the date cover corner bit, and then I've used all of the kind of little dot clusters that I've used this week are all from Miss Meow as well. I am running out, so I have purchased some more from Sadie Stickers, and they did arrive recently, and I'm so excited to use those. They're so dainty, they're so like the teeniest, tiniest, most delicate dots. But I'm really looking forward to trying those out in future spreads, but I sort of want to use up what I've got before I move on to those, so we'll see. I'll point out when I'm using them, I'm sure. So in terms of plans this week, this was the final Monday. If you listened to last week's plan with me, you'll have heard how much of a intense time I had looking after the boys. But I took them for a walk on Monday. I just worked in the morning. I had a really important meeting that I couldn't miss. So I took them out for a walk, and then I took the afternoon off and drove home. And then I just wanted to mark that I was part of the Miss Meow PR team on Monday, because that's when my application was accepted. And I really was so thrilled. I actually couldn't believe it. I immediately screenshotted it and sent it to my husband. I was like, can you believe it? And he was really thrilled as well. He's very supportive. with understanding how much I love and adore this hobby, even though we're much more practical or pragmatic about how much I spend on it these days, and I don't just place all of these orders all of the time. He is very, very supportive and understanding of how much joy this brings me, and from a memory keeping point of view, because long COVID really has impacted my memory quite negatively. It's so lovely to have something to look back on as well, of all these wonderful memories, particularly with Wendy as well, and walking her. When she's gone, I think about that all the time. She's only just turning 4 this month, but I think it's quite normal for dog owners to kind of anticipate there's an end to this period with them. So just to look back on all these memories and all her birthdays and things will be so wonderful for me. We watched The Diplomat, if anyone else is watching that. I have absolutely loved this latest season. They always leave me wanting more. They are incredible at ending on cliffhangers. But yeah, absolutely loving it. I thought it was a really, really good season. I really hope that they can come back from the end of this season's intense bombshell. But yeah, absolutely love that. Highly recommend The Diplomat. And then I've marked that I had the best sleep ever, because I really did crash hard when I got back from that. I took all of Tuesday off, and we just had a kind of chill day together. I took Wendy for a longer walk than usual, slept for most of the day, had a bubble bath and painted my nails, just very kind of self-care recovery time. On Wednesday, I filmed a monthly plan with me, actually. I don't normally film and share those, but I just thought I'd post one without a voiceover. I didn't want to do a voiceover, so I just thought I'll film it for those that like to see monthly spreads, the odd one I don't mind filming. And I had a November kit from Miss and Meow, so I just thought, well, I'll film that because it's straightforward enough using the kit, and I posted that. We watched Celebrity Traitors. I think the finale of this season is out tonight. It's been really, really funny, actually. I had never watched Traitors before. This is the first time I've seen it, and I think I'm definitely going to have to go back and watch the non-celebrity versions. But this celebrity one, I love Alan Carr, and it's been so funny, really, really funny, and Celia has been absolutely hilarious. So we've really been enjoying that. And then we've also recently started Resident Alien. It's quite funny so far. I don't really have... we've not watched enough of it to kind of pass comment on if it's going to be one of our new favourites, but so far it's enjoyable enough. I filmed my normal plan with me on Thursday. I used a Crafts by Towie camera for that. I love those cameras. More Resident Alien, then another walk, and then on Friday it was my dad's birthday. On Friday it was my dad's birthday, and on Sunday it was my grandma's birthday. So on the Saturday we all got together and celebrated both of them at the same time. We went to we met at my grandma's house, all had lunch together, and then I went back to my parents and just cuddled the kittens and just spent some time with my sister before she went off to a party. So that was really, really wonderful time. And then I marked in the evening on Saturday, I had a really, really long, deep conversation with my parents, and it was just wonderful. We talked about so many things that have just sort of been weighing on my mind, I suppose, and just, we kind of talked it all through and did some kind of problem solving, I guess, and kind of I was gonna say going over things, but yeah, it was really helpful. I really appreciate my parents' insight into things, and it was a really lovely time just to kind of share some of the stuff that just isn't appropriate to share when there's a teenager around all of the time. So that was really, really lovely. I did order my 2026 planner on Friday. I posted it to my Instagram story. So I've ordered the undated Sadies stickers 7x9. I think that's the size of it, isn't it? 7x9. And but I didn't like any of the covers from Sadies stickers this year. They're all very kind of garish and bold and bright, and I just wanted something more delicate and feminine. So I ordered from Harriet Wright Designs. I ordered one of her interchangeable planner covers. I can't think what it's called now, but it's this really soft lilac-y blue floral pattern with 2026 in foil on the front, and I'm so excited to. It should fit. I've bought covers from Harriet Wright Designs before. I've bought covers from Sadie Stickers. I've bought covers from when Britt Mills used to have the stylish Planner Co. I wish that shop was still open. Her covers are my ultimate favourite of all time, but that shop doesn't exist anymore. So it should fit fine, but for anyone who's wondering, I will test that out when both the planner and the cover arrive. yeah, so that was this week. On Sunday, Lou went to see Back to the Future. It was out in the cinema and it's one of his all-time favourite films, so he went to see that with an old work colleague. And then again, it was just a chill day. Took the dog for a walk, painted my nails, played some Call of Duty, and watched some of the new season of Alan Partridge. Absolutely hilarious. One of our favourite TV shows and favourite characters of all time. It is absolute comedy gold. It is like peak British humour. So yeah, that's what the spread looks like all put together. It was, like I say, it was so lovely to use a Paper Muse Crafts kit again. And I loved putting this spread together. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this plan with me, and I will see you in the next one.